Hello! Last week we learned about adjective and adverb, and today we will continue talking about comparative and superlative, related to last week's discussion. As you know, comparative and superlative are derived from adjective and adverb. Let's start from reviewing about adjective and adverb. Adjective is to modify a noun. For example, blue jeans, pretty design, heavy work, and etc. Dan juga sebagai sentence completion. For example, their grandparents are happy, the house is curved, and etc. While adverb is to modify verbs. Adverb menerangkan bagaimana seseorang itu melakukan sesuatu. Misalnya, she runs fast, she walked slowly. Now let's discuss about comparative. Menggunakan komparatif dalam kalimat adalah untuk membandingkan dua hal atau dua benda dalam satu kalimat. Membentuk komparatif, baik sebagai adjektif atau adverb, kita tinggal menambahkan atau more sebelum adjektif dan diikuti oleh than. For example, pretty, prettier, big, bigger, old, older, important, more important, interesting, more interesting, and etc. Contoh dalam kalimat, perhatikan. Her younger sister is prettier than she is. Her news is important than his news is. Demikian juga pada adverb. Masih ingat dengan adverb? Adverb digunakan untuk menerangkan kata kerja. Dalam membentuk adverb, kita tinggal menambahkan li pada adjektif. For example, beautiful, beautifully. Slow, slowly, quick, quickly, and etc. Dalam komparatif, kita tinggal menambahkan more sebelum adverb tersebut. Example, more beautifully, more slowly, more quickly. Dan jangan lupa, letakkan than setelahnya. For example, she danced more beautifully than her best friend did. Her brother walks more slowly than she does. Peter runs more quickly than Lois does. Hope it's clear so far. Now let's continue talking about superlative. Superlative digunakan ketika kita menyebut sesuatu atau seseorang itu memiliki karakter yang paling cantik, paling pintar, paling murah, atau paling mahal, dan lain-lain. Biasanya sebelum superlatif selalu diawali dengan the. Membentuk superlatif, kita tinggal menambahkan est di belakang adjektif atau most di awal adjektif. For example, the biggest country, the most expensive car, the most unforgettable experience, and etc. Now look at the example in sentence. What is the biggest country in the world? I heard that Bugatti is the most expensive car in the world. Taking an underground trip might be the most unforgettable experience for me. Berikutnya, bagaimana cara meletakkan superlatif ini dalam adverb? Look at the example. Bugatti Chiron runs the fastest of all cars in the world. The new secretary works the most quickly of all previous secretaries. My newest boss treats his staff the worst. Oh ya, ada beberapa bentuk irregular dalam bentuk komparatif dan superlatif, baik untuk adjektif atau adverb. Look at the example. Good, well, better, and best. Bad, worse, worst. Little, less, least. Many or much, more, most. Late, later, latest. Now look at the example in sentence. For me, he is the best actor I've ever known. In his latest movie, he performed the best. Now let's have equal comparison, yaitu perbandingan yang tidak satu pihak pun lebih dari lainnya, alias sebanding. Untuk equal comparison ini kita bisa menggunakan as bla 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 as. For example, my house is as high as his house. My house is not as high as his house. My house is not so high as his house. His car runs as fast as my car. Selain equal comparison, ada juga double comparative. Perhatikan contoh berikut. Look at the example. The harder it is, the more miserable I feel. The higher we flew, the worse Edna felt. The more you study, the smarter you will become. Ingat, dalam double comparative ini selalu yang digunakan adalah bentuk comparative, bukan superlative. Jebakan yang sering ada di soal-soal TOEFL adalah penggunaan double comparative yang tidak seimbang antara comparative di depan dan di belakang. Look at the example. The more you say, the worse the situation will be. Ada yang tidak seimbang di sini yaitu the more and the worst. Seharusnya adalah worse bentuk comparative. Okay, that's all our discussion for today. If you have question, just ask. Good luck.